How are you?" The girl's attention wandered everywhere. She studied the framed art prints on the walls, the overstuffed inbox on Kate's desk, and finally, Kate herself. "Yeah, okay. So, I've been wondering, how do you deal with your patients and stuff?" "My patients?" Kate repeated. "I mean, because we're so messed up. How do you cope? Day after day. How do you sit there and listen to us whine and complain and kvetch? How do you cope?" Kate smiled. She'd only recently begun her fledgling practice. Her framed degrees barely covered 2 feet of wall space behind her desk. She had a bachelor's degree in psychiatry and neuroscience from Boston University and a medical doctorate from Harvard. The Birch bookcase held dozens of scientific journals containing articles co-authored by her. On her desktop was the psychiatrist's Bible, the DSM-5, the one resource she was constantly reaching for. "How do I cope with what, exactly?" "With the stress from having to deal with us crazies." "Well, first of all, I don't consider my patients crazies. We all deal with stress in different ways. For instance, I like to go running and hiking and rock climbing and work it off that way." "Seriously?" The girl rolled her eyes. "Because I can't picture you running the Boston Marathon or anything, Doc." "Did I say marathon?" "Oh no, not me," Kate laughed. "But exercise helps with the stress." She was understating it just a bit. She loved to go running and hiking and climbing. These activities were her biggest release, next to sleeping with her boyfriend. "So, how did you become a shrink?" Nikki asked, switching subjects. "It was a long process. I got my BA and did my doctorate, and then there was the internship, the residency, and the fellowship. Finally, just this past year, I've started seeing private patients, like you." "Oh," Nikki smirked. "So, I'm a guinea pig?" "I wouldn't say that." "No? What would you say?" Kate smiled, enjoying the way Nikki confronted the world, part adult skepticism, part naive bravado. "Well, I consider you to be a bright, intuitive, sensitive human being who just so happens to have bipolar disorder, which you need help managing." Nikki jiggled her foot impatiently. "How old are you?" Okay, that was out of left field. "I'll be 32 soon." "How soon?" Kate's relaxed smile contained a thorn of frustration in it, but she did her best to draw on the fathomless well of patience she'd accrued during her residency at McLean Hospital in Belmont, where she'd dealt with the craziest of crazies. Real hard cases, human tragedy on an epic scale. Nikki would have been impressed. "Any day now," she answered vaguely. "Wow, 32. And you aren't married yet?" "No." "Why not?" "My boyfriend asks me that all the time." "He does?" Nikki laughed. "James is right. You should marry him." James. Kate had mentioned him a few times, but she didn't like hearing his name echoed back to her like this, as if Kate and James were characters from some TV sitcom. "You have a great laugh," she said, redirecting the conversation. "And a terrific smile." Nikki smirked. "You're one of the privileged few, Doc. I don't smile very often." "I know. Why not?" She shrugged. "Maybe because life sucks?" "Sometimes it does suck. Sometimes it doesn't." "Wow, you're honest. Most adults won't say suck." "Well, I want you to trust me, so I'm honest." "I do. Pretty much." "Good. So you're going on vacation and leaving..."